Hey, it's Sunday. We had some technical difficulties, as in Heather needed to get her heater fixed.
It was like 12 degrees in my house.
So, welcome to Talk Comics to Me. We're here to talk about this week's new comic books. It should be exciting and fun, and I don't know. Anything else you have to say about it?
I just have a quick question. Does your week start on Sunday or Monday?
I mean, Sunday's the day that I sit in my home wishing I was alone, but doing stuff.
The same.
But then you guys are here and I have a good time because I just, don't want to have to go to work the next day.
So it would technically be the end of your week then,
Yeah.
you would say. Okay, good. Because my week always starts, I've always said the start of the week is on Monday, but calendars try to tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
I choose not to believe them.
Yeah. I wouldn't put your trust in calendars either, to be honest.
Calendars and weathermen.
I don't have anything against weathermen, honestly.
Maybe they should learn how to use their apps.
All right, so I'm Champenstein.
I'm Heather.
And we're gonna do it, dude. We're gonna rock in this world.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
I have Nomen Omen. This is issue number 11. This came back after a tiny hiatus. There's only 4 issues left after this.
Okay.
So Becky is, fighting the king and she's winning, and the king is like, wait a minute. My right hand witch has your heart, and the effects of all that cause the fairy world to take over Manhattan. So it's from the point of view of random people throughout the city with everything that's happening.
All right. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool. Again, this art is so good.
Yeah, the colors are really, really pretty.
The artist of this is doing another book. I can't remember if he's doing the actual art inside of it or just the cover, but I special ordered it because I was like, okay, I love this guy. I want to see what else he can do. So
that's fair.
5 out of 5.
All right, so then I got a lot of books this week. I have Sweet Downfall. This is issue number 1. I just added this to my pull file. Don't really remember the solicit, but must have gotten me. It's about a robot assassin.
Oh, I remember reading about this one now. Me and robots just don't mix.
Yeah, it was weird. The art was really part of me liked it, and then I did not really like the people and the way the people looked. Mm-hmm. But there were some cool parts. It was just a weird book, and then the last page was the last page of the comic book.
Oh my gosh.
Which was a very strange thing for me. I was just like, wait, am I fucked up? Did I do this right? But that's how it was.
Did they do that right?
I don't know, man. So I have no idea. It's not. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but I'll probably. I don't know.
Recommend it anyway.
I know I would not. I would not do that unless you like really strange art and you're into some real intense violence at points, which it's fine. Once again, fine, but not the best.
I've noticed that a lot of Scouts books are kind of like that. All the ones that I've read where it's just super strange, and it's I think I enjoyed it, but I don't think that I would ever recommend it to anyone else.
Yeah, I would have to find the very right person to be I think you'll like this.
Which would probably be me, because I'm the only other person that reads Scout comics.
I don't know. I feel like there has to be more, right? Okay, so now I have Year Zero. This is Year Zero Part 2, and this is issue number 3. Just continuing the little stories of all the people and the zombies and stuff. And
what's her name again?
Tina Pumper, who's pregnant in the grocery store.
Tina Pumper. I can't get over that. So, I'm going to change my last name so when I have a kid I can name them Tina Pumper.
Why don't you sing just be Heather Pumper?
Yes! Heather Ruth Pumper. That sounds awesome. It's you're trying to finish a word and you just can't.
I just it's not the worst thing, but I do enjoy it, but I don't know if they do another volume. I don't know if I need to read anymore. Unless
it's just a basic zombie story.
Yeah, and that's how every issue is. And I do like it just because the color scheme changes between them. There are different stories. You're not just following the same people for so long. So I don't know. It's just like...
I guess that is cool that, like, there's only 4 issues for each. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that each one is, like, each series or whatever is 4 different people.
Yeah.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah, that's something I like about it. It's just, like I said, it's one of those things where, yeah, it's still a zombie story, and I can only do it for so long. Mm-hmm. It's fine.
Like 196 issues?
No, I can't. I have to stop at, like, 100 issues.
All right, man.
You're
gonna miss out on a lot.
I tried to keep going. I think I made it, like, 112?
I made it to, like, 33.
I just couldn't do anymore.
I
was like, yes, The Walking Dead. The humans are the real Walking Dead. I'm tired.
I was like, I'll watch the show and then Google the differences.
And then I just went and read the last issue because I was like, this is the best way to do it, right? Just like...
That's what I did too. I was like, I had an idea.
I was like, I got this far. I had Christopher explain to me, like, other parts of Walking Dead. And I felt like that was just fine. That's how I could take in the last, like, other issues. That's what I should have done with Outcast.
Yeah, I gave up after they killed the governor.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so then we only
find them. This one.
we only find them when they are dead. This is one of my absolute favorite books right now. It's so pretty. The colors are gorgeous, and then the story is just so weird and heady and just like cool.
I normally don't like stories that take place in space because it scares me, but a majority of this takes place inside of the ship, so I guess that's like, okay. There's even a little cafe in this one, so that was fine. But it's just the history of the feud, I guess, between, oh my god, their names. Paula and...
Jorges?
Yeah, something... I always say George's. I know it's not right, and forgive me for being ignorant, but it's if you see him, you'll want to call him George's too. That's all. It's really good. I do like this story a whole lot.
It definitely like unfolds really intensely, and also just like I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the main character and what his like.
Because you don't know if he's, like, a good person or a bad person, but there's something really likable about him still.
Yeah, I think he's just, like, human. Mm-hmm. You know, like, we all have, like, things and mistakes and stuff, and I don't know, he's just, like, just laser focused on something, I guess, is, like, one of the things that's, like, a problem with, like, the way he's thinking. His intentions, I guess.
Yeah, because I like that he, you know, obviously cares about the people that work with him.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just thinking about the weird shit that happened in this issue.
Yeah, and once again, this is weird. It's not like they are trying to find giants, like, gods in space, so...
Yeah, and it flashes back and forth between, like, his childhood, I guess? Like, when he was just younger.
Yeah, when he was younger.
And then how it affect his current situation that he's in. So, I don't know. I would recommend it to anyone who likes Al Ewing, at least.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think if you like any sort of, like, sci-fi, this is pretty good on that front, too. All right.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we have Dark Detective. This is issue number 2. I did not read this. Heather did. I forgot that I even had this book. I have a giant pile of comics and just, like, slipped through the cracks.
That's okay. I just realized that I only read the first half of the story. Whoops.
We're doing great here today.
That's really strange how that happened. Yeah,
that's like how I completely forgot to read it. I just, like, when I was grabbing the books, I was like, how did this not get read?
Yeah, I just saw also featuring the Red Hood, and I was like, where? There's a whole other story. Okay. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. Champ didn't read it, so neither did I.
But it's, we really like the first issue. We can't wait to read the second issue.
Can't wait to get caught up.
We'll come back to it later, and I will talk about Something is Killing the Children.
Guys.
This is issue number 14. Erica's trying to make sure she kills the monsters so she can, like, save the town. I can't ever remember this dude's name. The dude whose sister died. He's trying to...
Josh.
Is his name Josh? Or are you just saying that?
I was just saying it. It sounded like a name that he would have.
We'll just say that's his name. Josh. Oh, his name is Tommy. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
So Tommy is trying to convince the sheriff to say that, like, he's the one who killed all these kids so that the other monster hunters who came in the House of Slaughter to, like, kill everybody in town don't do that. So, it's great. I still like it a lot. Just step by step.
I need to pick up those trades. Because now you and Derek are both always like, oh, that book is so good. That was me mocking Derek, not you.
It's fine. You can mock me all you want. It's still a good comic book.
No, you say it in a normal voice. I'm sure Derek does too, but that's what I hear.
This is a good comic book.
Yeah. Oh my god, did you read this comic?
Alright, so I'm going to stop making fun of our friend. And I'm going to talk about this No Romance in Hell. This is a Silver Sprocket book. I keep picking these up because they're fun.
Yeah, I flipped through that one. It was real slutty. I loved it.
Yeah, this one is a great time. It's basically about a demon from hell whose, like, love interest won't pay attention to her, so she goes to Earth and starts going on all these Tinder dates and basically just still cannot find love, and then goes back to hell and hooks up with her demon lover.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
They fight fuck, which is,
ooh,
you know, one of the better things to ever happen.
The most aggressive.
Yeah, they're like falling down in one of these pits of hell, just fighting, and then they end up like banging. See, fighting, and they love each other, and then it's like, let's do this.
Then it's just like full penetration.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's boobs. I love boobs.
You heard it here
Here.
first.
Might as well just get a shirt that says it.
I'm making a shirt that says "Only God Can Touch Me." I thought it would be really funny.
Okay, so this is Unkindness of Ravens. This is issue number 5. This is the last issue.
Yeah, unfortunately. It was not because I'm like, yeah, it should have gone on, but just because I'm like, this was I did not like this ending. I didn't like it.
Like I said to you, it should have had at least 1 to 2 more issues to like finalize what was happening and give you like a real clear answer of like who Wilma was. Mm-hmm. Really what like her purpose between like her mother and her like was as well, because like her mother like alludes to her being more dangerous or like maybe against the family, but then yeah, it's just like doesn't give itself like the room to breathe like where the first few issues really did. It just like the last 2 issues really kind of felt just jumbled.
Yeah, I feel like they introduced all these characters but for no reason.
Yeah.
Like I didn't feel like there was any growth to the story or any like climactic scene where you're supposed to be like, yeah, cool, this is what we've been waiting for. It was just like, no, she's the most powerful, end.
Yeah.
But like how? Like I want to see how is she more powerful? What is she going to do?
Yeah, it gave you the bones of the story, but not the whole like the whole story.
Yeah.
It feels like it was like here's what we had kind of planned out. But we only had this many issues, so we put in what we could. And then, like, these last 2 issues, or this very specific issue, it was like, here's a piece of this, here's a piece of this, here's a piece of the ending.
It reminded me of those, like, full moon horror movies. Like, I don't know, not like Puppet Master, because I actually enjoy that one. But I mean, like, the smaller ones where it's like, this is a horror story, but we're just not going to explain anything. Like, it's just going to be all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, excuse you. Sorry. I wouldn't say
I liked it.
I liked it. It is a limited series. It's done after this 5th issue. It's just
I just didn't like the way it ended.
Yeah, I didn't like the way that ended. I felt like it just like could have had a couple more issues and been way more enjoyable and felt like fuller. It just felt like it didn't have enough.
Yeah, it would have been a well-rounded story if they would have just allowed themselves a few more issues.
Mm-hmm. At least I'm pretty sure this was the last issue, because this was 1 more than it was supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And then it has like an
I think it said end.
And it would say it had like an ending symbol, yeah. So, I mean, maybe they'll do another like part of the story too. That seems possible.
But I don't even think I'm going to read it at this point, because that's how mad the ending made me.
All right, so I guess I have to go again. I have Batman White Knight presents Harley Quinn. This is a series of stories This is just one story about Harley Quinn. She's joined the Gotham City Police Department. She's trying to track down this killer, and that's that.
How do these people always end up, like, just not getting caught?
Well, I mean, they're getting caught now.
It's so weird throughout the history of, like, Harley Quinn. She's working with them, and she's still doing, well, she was still doing bad shit, so it's
no,
just,
she's
like,
not doing crime here.
Okay.
She's, like, straight up a mom and, like, trying to be a detective and
So she got a second chance after deciding that she didn't want to be a criminal anymore?
Yeah, basically.
Cute.
So, yeah. I mean, it's not like, I don't know, I just don't really like this book very much.
Yeah.
I really like the art quite a bit. Every time I read it, I always really enjoy the art and the colors. It's just not my bag.
I get that.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm wearing a Witcher shirt, and I forgot this. The Witcher comic came out this week.
Cute.
See, but you told me about it, so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, like
it's great.
Yeah.
So. We love our man G here.
Love him. I'm glad that nickname stuck.
It works. It's easier.
Oh, because I kept forgetting his name.
Kind of had like mush mouth, I guess, doing it.
Yeah, because I could never say it right.
Geralt.
Geralt. Yeah, I know.
I was like, we both know.
I was like excited for the show. I was like, how do you pronounce this? Because I never paid attention in the fucking games and stuff. I was like, just let me kill shit.
I need my sword. I need just some monsters around. I'm a witcher.
In the direction.
Give me my coin. This just continues this story about, I guess, a mage that's kind of stuck in a
mentally unstable mage.
Stuck in a tower, and he's been creating foglets. But the lady who runs the town lied to Geralt, our man.
And, of course, he doesn't listen to anyone's rules, except for the rules of The Witcher, so he does what he wants.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. He did exactly what he wanted, and that was pretty great.
Yeah, he said, all right, I'll see you later, and then just, like, U-turned and went back and just started fucking shit up. We love him.
I would say I love it. I mean, this isn't, like, the best thing I've ever read, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah, I feel like that's how all of them have been for me. Every time I've read it, I'm like, okay, that was fun. I just like seeing the kinds of things that happen in his world.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. And I just like, I don't know, I love Geralt so much. I'm willing to take in whatever content I can for him.
Same.
All right, so now we have Strange Adventures. This is issue number 8. You want to talk about this one?
Not really.
Okay. Any particular reason?
No, I just, like, it's nearing the end of the story, and so I'm just like, okay, what is the point of this story at this point?
Yeah.
You know?
Because it is, like, it's been giving you, like, the little pieces, and it's seemingly been doing that for, I don't know, 8 issues.
Right.
I mean, we have 4 issues left, so...
My favorite Batman pose ever. I was very excited that they put it in here. I loved this whole scene with Batman and...
Mr. Terrific.
I almost said Mr. T. I'm glad you stopped that before I actually said it and meant it.
You looked to be thinking very hard about it, so I figured I would just go ahead.
So I was like, wait, that's his name, but it's also not his name.
That's a whole different character.
Yeah. Anyway, Adam.
Yeah,
is an idiot.
Yeah, that's all I have to. I also just like, is this really Adam Strange? Or is it like, what did Adam Strange do? Or I'm so confused because I don't know.
It does, I believe it's going into also the story of how his daughter died, which I'm
or didn't die.
Yeah, I'm excited is the wrong word, but I'm eager to see like what had actually happened
what
because
the
it's
payoff
very
is.
Yeah, because I feel like if I don't know, obviously that affected Adam in a way where this story was happening, so I don't know. I just want to know.
Well, and just also he was affected when he came back. You could see like the very stark difference between who he was before and like who he was when he came back. So
yeah, before he was just like a silly idiot, but now he's just a mean idiot.
I'm just like
Yeah, just very, very strange.
Very intense eyes.
I didn't mean that.
All right, we'll continue.
Yeah, this is next.
We got it. This is Department of Truth. This is issue number 5. For some reason, I was going to say 8 again.
That would be very stressful. I'd be like, where did I miss it?
How did we do this?
Yeah.
How did we get so far? This book continues to just deliver and deliver and deliver, and also just like weave a maze of just mind craziness.
Yeah, I think this was my favorite issue. Just like hearing the bad guys side of it and just being like, no, you're being lied to. Like, I'll tell you the truth and you know I'm telling the truth. And it's like, oh my God, he's not in front of me, but he's telling the truth. And Cole fucking dealing with all the emotions of just murdering 2 people in the previous issue.
Well, and I think that's like the interesting thing is like, you know, that guy knows, and then he's like, well, I can come here and like mind fuck him now. Mm-hmm. Like, this is the best way to do this is because like he's like basically mentally weak right now. Mm-hmm. How best to like, you know, bend somebody's mind, which, you know, this is what they've done within these like several issues as well. Mm-hmm. But then it does, and then it also, like, kind of seeps into your head a little bit as well, because then you're like...
Because, you know, immediately I was like, okay, the bad guy's right, because that's what I always do.
Yeah, so it's just... And I was just like, this is some, like, X-Files, like, smoking man shit, mm-hmm. or, like, you know, when he's, like, Mulder is working with, like, somebody who's deep undercover, and you're like, that's not... the guy that you want, and then he gets murdered in a garage, and then you're like, well, maybe he was maybe he was the good guy after all. And then that intense black man comes in, and he's my favorite.
I do have to say this does affect me quite in the same way as X-Files did when I was younger. I was like, I'm gonna be Dana Scully when I get older, but now as I'm reading this, I'm like, I'm gonna be the lady in red. That's what I want to do. She looks great, and she's intimidating. She doesn't say anything, and I'm still scared of her.
Yeah.
That's who I want to be.
It's fair. I want to be... I don't know.
You would be Cole's partner.
Oh, not...
The woman assigned to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would be that.
Because you'd be like... just barreling up the stairs, stoned as hell. Where did he go? Because I know he didn't go that way.
Trust me, I'm not high. All right. So now we have a couple books neither one of us read.
Yeah, we got several. This is Last God. I was... Okay, now that I'm looking back on him, there's not that many words. But I had anticipated there being way more words in this. So I kind of reached a point... because last week was kind of wild, where I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to read this. I was too tired.
Too much going
on. Oh, yeah, way too much. I couldn't imagine getting thrust into that world and being just as confused as I am when I'm here. I read to get away. So, same with this one.
Too many words.
There are a lot of words in this.
Actually, I started to read this, and I was at work, and then, I felt like it's not like too many words, but a lot of words.
It's a lot for me. It looks really cool, though.
It does look great.
Dang! Look at this pretty story.
Yeah, that is really great.
All right, so I'll read this tonight, and then let you all know how I feel.
A little anthology series about Marvel characters.
I have been enjoying all the other ones that I've read, though, so I don't think I'll hate this one. If I do, it'll be like out of nowhere, and probably just because I'm in a bad mood. But so then on to this one as well. This one, the other history of the DC universe, this is issue number 2. I'm not sure who this one is about, because again, I have never really been much of a DC reader, so anytime I see someone, if I don't know who it is, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I can't.
I had no idea who the first issue was about until I started reading it, and then I was like, okay, I've heard this name before. But again, a lot of words. And I did really enjoy the first one, so I know I'm going to love this one too. It already just looks fantastic.
Yeah, no, that looks great.
What the hell? Man, now
Yeah.
I'm like...
It's like a book, though, too.
Yeah, that's what it was like reading the first one. You know how fast I read. And that first one took me, like, 2 hours to read.
It's just, like, dense,
Yeah.
full of, like, information and stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in. It's an actual short story, so... yeah, there's that.
All right, so I have New Mutants. This is issue number 15. This continues Vita's story. And I still really liked it. I think I will probably get one more issue at least to see, like, where the story ends up, like, at fully.
Is that story arc, or is that before the story arc is over? The next issue?
It would be before the story arc is
I couldn't remember how many Vita has
It's one of those, this is the only second one.
Okay.
It's one of those things where I liked it, but it's, once again, with, like, New Mutant stuff, or I guess any X-Men stuff, it's just my unfamiliarity with the characters just, like, doesn't, the story, like, there's a lot that happens here. It's, like, really great. It's really, like, emotionally heavy. I just don't know the characters well enough to feel like it, like, hits with me the way that it should. Like, I like it. It looks great.
I think that's why I never picked that one up. I just wasn't, I read that, the prelude to it, or maybe it was the first issue. I can't remember, and I liked it, but I think I really liked it because of the art.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't know who any of the characters were, so I was like, it's just a weird story to me. Like,
yeah, and I just, like, I'm getting gauges on it, but it is a little, like, you know, it's just, like, so immersive in, like, the world and stuff, which not a problem with that. Like, that's great. It just sometimes sucks for my brain where I'm just like,
Right. Thankfully, I always have my phone, so I, like, look up certain characters to see, like, are they new? Am I just, like, or am I stupid in the world of X-Men?
Yeah, no,
There's just so many.
There are just so many X-Men. It's like when they're doing the X-Men vote and everybody's like, well, you shouldn't have voted for this person because they're in the current X book. And I was like, but I like this person.
I literally only knew who, like, 3 of them were.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. But she's like, I just wanted
I read about each of them, though. I informed myself of who would be better, and I still picked the one that has your name.
Oh, that's fine.
If you wanted to know how good of friends we are.
It is true. Okay, so then... Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to start with that one?
No, I never put them in order.
Okay, this is Wolverine. This is issue number 9. Wolverine goes undercover to an auction to rescue Maverick.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes into, like, the history of him and Maverick and how they came to be friends and how he is trying to help him get out of this situation he's in, and he finds out that his hand is up, one of his hands is up for auction.
And he's like, wait, when the fuck did that happen?
And then they find out that he's there, and everything goes sideways.
As it does when he's Patch. Why did he pick that name out of any of them? I don't... Was it given to him? See, I don't know the story of that name. I know that he went by it previously. I don't know. It's strange. I'm excited. It was good.
It was a lot of fun. It's just, like, a really, like, solid, like, Wolverine story overall, you know? It's just like, all right, I'm going into this, like, underground auction with a bunch of bad guys. Now I'm probably gonna have to murder my way out of here.
And he's chill with it. He's like, yo, dig the earwax out of my ears. Let's do this.
Yeah. So.
I love how tiny he is. That one made me laugh really hard.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, and then last we have X-Men. This is issue number 17. I actually started to read this one. I could not get, the art just, like, really took me out, so I just, like, did not finish it. Because it was just, like, I was reading the words, but it didn't feel like it fit with the art, and I was like, nope, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I read the entire thing, and I still don't know what happened. I'm sorry. It was the art, honestly. Like, I read the entire thing, but I couldn't focus on what it was saying, because I was like, why are they shaped like that?
I was also just like, who is that? And then it was
I
like,
did that too!
I had to go with the beginning, and it's like, it's Jean Grey, and I was like, okay, I thought it was, but, like, that costume
What a weird look.
Is not like anything she's been wearing recently, and just
it's too
like,
busty.
Even then, it's just like the hair.
They're
like,
extreme.
Yeah, it's just a lot. I just couldn't handle it.
It reminded me of, like, the early 90s X-Men, and, like, I didn't read those for a reason.
Yes. So yeah, it's it was one of those things where probably not my favorite issue of X-Men. So if you're reading mainstream, main title X-Men, you can easily just, like, skip this one, I'm sure.
Yeah, it does. It feels like a filler. It felt like that was the extent of the story. Mm-hmm. So, and I know that this series has had several of those, but, like, you can do better.
Just do better.
For me, at least.
Yeah, if I'm going to pay for this, I might as well want to read it. And this one, I was just like, no.
And they even teased me with the fucking silhouette of a man that I glanced at real quick and was like, Kurt? Not him. Why would you do that? That looks just like him, though.
So yeah, that's actually the last comic book we have this week. We really flew through them today.
Mm-hmm. Didn't have much to say about them.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of books I really love this week, but yeah, like, they're getting pretty far in there. I definitely suggest picking up the trades for We Only Find Them When They're Dead, Department of Truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because this was the last issue of this first story arc for We Only Find Them, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, pick it up.
And I think Department of Truth has one more, so.
Okay.
Yeah. So, thanks for coming, as always, or, listening to us, coming to YouTube, however you do it. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Go buy comic books. Take care of your friends, your family, wear a mask.
Libraries.
Support libraries.
Get your libraries up and going.
Mail stuff. Do all the good things. Anyway, we love you.
Be smart and be good.
Be good. Yeah. Goodbye.